and to be able to project to the world. But that's how these guys felt. You know, Felix the House Cat doing his electro movement. It's like, and these are all people from Chicago, if you didn't know. And to be able to be freeform, that just goes to show that there's so many different personalities and so many ways of being as a producer, that we're all united as one, as a unit from Chicago, but we're all kind of in different lanes.
Personalities. We all have our own individual vision for where we want to take electronic music. And that's what's been good about today, having the opportunity to do this. So y'all gonna check it out. Y'all gonna, you know, get down and shake it and jack it up, you know what I mean?
Razgibanost čikaške scene se kaže na veliko področjih, se tam prihaja zelo veliko umetnikov, DJ-jev, producentov in zato so fanti pri SNS Recording se odločili in so izdali tale CD z naslovom Chicago LP, na katerem najdemo tudi neka zelo znana dobra imena, kot so DJ Pierre, Paul Johnson, Ron Carroll, pa da naštevamo vsega. Mi si bomo pa danes pogledali komad, ki sta ga naredila Steve Silk Hurley in Fast Eddie z naslovom Chicago House Scene, sicer Freaky Remix, ki je objavljen na temu CD.
House people, do your thing. Let's take it back to the days of old, when they used to hang posters on the poles, and everywhere you look, in every direction, you read about a party at the resurrection. That wasn't the only party going on. You can head on out to the Pleasure Dome, or to the south side to the power plant, cause it ain't where you're from, it's where you end up at. Or you could go to the Lawn Barrage, where they bang deep house and they bang it hard. But if you wanna get banged out your socks, you go and listen to Ron at the music box. Damn, it's too crowded, oh well. Blood Lewis at the Bismarck Hotel, and Frankie might be at the warehouse. The real house people know what I'm talking about. So I'm talking about house parties. I miss the whole house scene. Eddie, Hurley, collabo. House people, do your thing. You feel this in your body. House puts you in the mood. Your body's now in motion, and you can't do nothing but move.
One question also, maybe just bothers me, but why do hip hop when you are such a stars in house music?
Because we grew up in the urban community, you know, and that's our lifestyle. So again, it goes right back to us all being producers, you know. Roy Davis Jr. is not a house music producer or a hip-hop producer or R&B producer, nor is Steve neo soul or R&B or hip-hop. We're producers. So when we go in, there's no formula. You get what I mean? Like, we go in, and if it's hip-hop, if it's R&B,
just music.
It's music. And you'll hear, even within my set, you know, a lot of the records that I'm gonna play this evening here at DiscoNautica is gonna be popular R&B artists who have charted, you know, Beyonce, Shakira, P. Diddy's boy band, Day 26, Fantasia, Kanye, the list goes on, but I'm playing renditions from a house music standpoint, so that's great when you can cross both genres over and kind of get the best of both worlds, and that's kind of what we're trying to do, man. And, you know, like Roy said, create a positive atmosphere for everybody. We want people to go out here and dance and enjoy themselves, and we're real people. I mean, you see, we're regular guys. Like, we come out here, we're having a good time, we're drinking, we got our drinks. The people are having a wonderful time. Roy's here, Steve's here. I couldn't ask for anything else. If you're not here, then guess what? Too doggone bad. You should have been here.
You missed out. You should have been here. But check it out. We'll be around your city soon. I'm Roy Davis Jr. I'm out.
Great stuff. You're out, really out. Okay, no problem. One question for you also. Is there a big difference between house, Chicago house then and now? History.
Well, when we started doing Chicago house, a lot of us were just learning how to be producers. So I think the music has developed quite a bit since, say, 82, 83, 84, you know, when we first started doing our own music. Like he said, it's spread out into so many different genres. I mean, now you got electro, you got trance, you got progressive, there's just so many different forms. But Chicago house still has continued, and people still are doing soulful house music. Like, a lot of us who start out doing more track-oriented music are doing more mature music because we grew up listening to R&B, Shaka Khan, and, you know, records produced by Quincy Jones. So you know, our tastes in music are like, we love soul music, you know, so if we can put that soul into a beat, and the beat can make you move, but the music can also make you feel something in your spirit, and maybe the lyrics can even make you feel a message like what Roy was saying as well. You know, I think that's where it's developed to the point where it's matured. But I still love doing a jacking track every now and then too, you know, where it's just a drum machine and a bass line or a crazy sound, you know. I don't discriminate, you know.
Felt like it was no market for what was going on because of the elevation of music, and they always ask us in the interviews like, well, how do you feel about electro, how do you feel about trance, and you know, different offsprings. And I think that that's amazing. I think all of these guys, man, have created a phenomenal niche for themselves. Really good friends of ours, Paul Oakenfold and Van Dyke and Tiesto, and you know, I mean, like, these are great guys. These are not just great and talented producers / DJs. These are like great guys too, you know, and for them to get the opportunity to expose what they're doing to the world, and for us to feel like, hey, you know, we've actually set a mark, and we're staples in a particular sound, and to see someone take and borrow formulas from that particular sound and elevate it, you know, you can't stay stagnant with music, you know what I mean? You can't stay at one particular place. So I think what they did, they brought it to the next level. And what we're here to do is to show that there's still a market for Chicago house music, you know. And I mean, testimony here, you know, we're in, you know, Cooper actually having a good time and playing this amazing festival, and people, you know, they come out in order to hear us play music. So, and this is worldwide. This is not just here. This is London, France, Australia, South Africa. I mean, we're all over the place. And Chicago as a whole, I think what happens, people have to take care of business at home first. And there's been so much division in Chicago DJs and Chicago artists, but now everyone's come back together. And that's what we were trying to do with putting together the Chicago LP, is to fuse the gap, you know, bridge the gap and bring all of these guys together and say, hey, for the sake of our genre, let's get together, let's make an amazing project and kind of leave no stone unturned, you know. And that's what these guys did. They came, and, you know, Pierre and the rest of these guys with some amazing, Mike Dunn, right back to that jack sound. Amazing production. And I'm, you know, I was blown away. Ron Carroll, I mean, these guys went completely left, completely obscure to what you would think that they would do. And they're showing their creativity, but they're also showing their versatility and what they're, you know, what they do. They're pretty much saying, look, I'm really good at what I do, and I'm gonna show you that I'm good at it, and I can switch the script anytime I want to.
Let the spirit move my soul.